In the interest of time, I'll be very quick. This project actually has gone on for a long time in many formats. It was actually Ed Ahrens as much as anybody that began. Good, thank you. This project actually has gone on for a long time in many formats. It was actually Ed Ahrens as much as anybody that began. Good, thank you. This project actually has gone on for a long time in many formats. It was actually Ed Ahrens since the beginning, as has Jim Evans, who's in the audience also. I'm just going to be very brief. One of the ways in which Carl Blumstein, who's right here, the director of I4 Energy, frames this project is that over time, the faculty and the students have emerged in this kind of three-layer sandwich, where at the bottom are the device guys that include myself and Jim and Dick. Then in the middle layer are the software enablers, who are represented by David Culler, Randy Katz. And then on the top layer are the controls and user interface people that are represented by Dave Auslander, who was in the audience earlier. I don't think he's here right now. Alice Agogino joined us. She does that kind of work. And so this is sort of a three-layer sandwich of integrating a large number of projects by faculty and students that really address the next generation grid from those three-layer perspectives. So this next little group mostly is focusing on the device layer, the MEMS layer, and energy harvesting and machinery monitoring. A very interesting talk I think you'll find from Andrew Waterbury and Fred Burkhardt is actually installing some of these sensors in our own building here on the basement floor, where we have a lot of pumps and supply lines for the Marvell Fabrication Lab, which is the north wing of the building. And to our great pleasure and our concern is that some of that machinery is already suffering from maintenance problems, and we're beginning to detect that with our own self-installed sensors. And so the kind of work we're doing is very relevant to the Energy Commission's suppliers and their plant all through various parts of the supply side in particular. And you'll see that it integrates together in a nice device layer set of projects. Finally, Rich Winslow, who's been working heavily with Professor Evans and a group at San Luis Obispo, started doing a very interesting project where that printing work that you've seen Christine Ho work on in previous projects is being integrated now into bigger panels, so that we'll have this tri-layer panel of solar power, storage, and the electronics that support that kind of a sandwich. Just one thing you should know, that Christine and Brooks's company, Imprint Technology, Imprint Energy, is doing very well. And many of you in this group have helped Christine and her business partners get going over the years. So I'd like to thank you for that in public.